Going to be a dart. A double 16 for a 2-1 lead.
Game
And to do it in the regulation
Wayne
15,
Jones.
Wayne Jones is 2-1 up.
Last leg was a 15 darter. Double 12.
Game
Gets
shot on
it.
the fourth leg. Wayne
17 dart.
Jones.
Break of throw. 3-1. Really started in the 80s. Early 80s. Did make the final.
Game shot
Of-
and a match.
Ooh,
Wayne
Jones has got it done. 4-1. Finishing with an average 91.3. Well, that tells me Jones is in good nick. Well, we'll be making waves in this Week 1 Series 5. Coming up next, Tommy Morris against Patrick Matt.
Nine. Patrick, you require
Shake
48.
of the head. Will he be punished? Tops.
Game shot on the first
He's
leg.
punished.
Patrick Mart.
A tidy performance so far, but the one blot has been on the doubling for Tommy
Game
Morris.
shot on the
But he
third leg.
rectifies
Tommy
that there.
Morris.
Leads 2-1. 15 darter.
Been superb. It culminate in finding double top. There's your
Game
answer.
shot and a match.
Very,
Tommy
very
Morris.
tidy performance. Lost the opening leg in 18, and then reeled off legs of 14, 15, 14 and 17. An average of exactly 96, and he has thrown his name in the hat to win this Group A this week, and possibly go on to win the week. And another player up next who will be trying to do the same as Ryan de Vrede takes on Matt Clark.
And so it's going to be 2 in hand at double 16 for De Vrede, now double 8 to
Game
double his
shot on the
lead to
second leg.
2-0.
Ryan de
And he's just
Vrede.
basically picking apart the opportunities that Matt Clark is affording him.
PDC World Championships. Fairly early in his career.
Game shot on the
He
third
actually played
leg.
a
Matt
PDC
Clark.
World Championship before he qualified for a BDO one, which
Matt, you require
He's
102.
himself on a finish, but it is a big one. And Matt Clark actually has history of a 156 checkout, but he's looking to win the game with 102. And it's going to be one dart at tops for the match for Matt Clark.
Game
And tops
shot
is found,
and a
and
match.
Matt Clark,
Matt
the-
Clark. $170. Mike, you require 140.
Well, there's the first 170 of Series 5, just not one to finish a leg off. Not going to see a rip roar from Warburton with the 140, and so Morris is going to have a couple of darts. And
80.
probably a double 4 for a
Tommy,
3-0
you
lead,
require
and the double
11.
breaker throw. And it's going to be 2 a double 4.
Game
And it's
shot
going to
on
be
the third
3-0 to
leg.
Tommy Morris, and he puts himself into a 3-0 lead. 2 at tops.
Game
And the gun
shot
is firing
and a
on all
match.
cylinders. Tommy Morris, a 4-0 victor against Mike Warburton, an average of 95. He's dropped just one leg in 2 matches. He is making a march, Morris. He beats Mike Warburton by 4 legs to 0. And coming up after this short break is Matt Clark against Wayne Jones.
Wayne, you require 82.
Beautifully bedded bullseye. To give him 2 at
Game
double
shot on the
16.
first
He only
leg,
needs
Wayne
the 1, and
Jones.
Wayne Jones takes a 1-0 lead. You may have to begin to talk up the chances of Wayne Jones. He's going to give himself a dart at tops to get the job done. And
Game
seal a 4-2
shot
victory.
and a
And it's
match,
another
Wayne
impressive
Jones.
performance on Wayne Jones. An average just under 95. 4 out of 7 on the finishing. He gets the better of Matt Clark by 4 legs to 2, doubling his points tally. He's perfect when it comes to the Super Series so far. 2 wins on debut for Wayne Jones. We're going to take a short break, where we're going to see Patrick Mart take on Ryan de Vrede in a double Dutch battle.
a quiffy this morning.
Tops. Or does he like the lie there? Did go tops.
Yeah, I'd have probably...
No
oh
score.
Dear, oh dear. That
Ryan,
shows
you
you how
require
hard
100.
it was to miss
107.
the treble. He should have stayed there for double 10.
He's going to get away with it on this
59.
occasion.
Patrick,
However,
you
he has to
require
go back
100.
to the start. Well, this time he finds the treble first dart. And then
Game shot on
finds the
first
dart
leg,
at tops for
Patrick
the
Mart.
second. And if at first you're not going to get it right, try again and maybe you'll succeed.
9.
Two-dart
Patrick, you require
combo.
88.
For the match, for Mart, double 14.
Game
Seals a 4-1
shot.
victory
And a match,
against
Patrick
Ryan de
Mart.
Vrede. And so Patrick is off the mark. Mart beats de Vrede by 4 legs to 1. Both players just a little bit below par in that particular encounter, but it is Patrick who picks the points up. A 4-1 victory for him. We're going to take a short break. When we return, Mike Warburton and Matt Clark are going to go toe-to-toe. Been again blighted by missed doubles and missed opportunities.
Game
But Matt
shot.
Clark gets
And
the
a
job
match,
done,
Matt
coming back
Clark.
from 3-1 down to secure a 4-3 success against Mike Warburton, who had a dart to win the game 4-1. But it was a plethora of missed doubles from the pair, which opened up opportunities. And Matt Clark gets over the line to seal a 4-3 success. That's his second win from 3 matches today. Coming up after the break, it is Tommy Morris, the unbeaten Tommy Morris, up against Ryan de Vrede. Join us for that after this short break. And so for 3-0 lead in the double break,
Game
Tops
shot on the
is
third
foul
leg,
for de
Ryan de
Vrede.
Vrede.
He leads 3-0.
Hitting a max in this opening leg. 11 ball. Didn't even think about the treble. Old school darts. Gets
Game
the
shot on the
ball.
first leg, Wayne Jones.
He enjoyed that one. Wayne Jones playing.
180. Patrick, you require 137.
Tops. Another one of them. Not
117.
quite to be.
Wayne, you require 53.
Well, John Fury was commentating. He'd have gone pop, pop, bang.
Game shot on the second
But
leg,
it's a
Wayne
counter
Jones.
punch from Wayne Jones, who backs up the 12. Already had a 1-2-1. Treble 19. Oh, double 16.
Game
this
shot on
is
the third leg,
outstanding.
Wayne Jones.
Absolutely outstanding from
Wayne, you
16.
require
He'll be
32.
more than happy with his 3 performances so far. Remember, he is on debut here.
Game shot and a match,
And
Wayne
eventually
Jones.
Finds the target in his longest leg of the match. He adds to a 91.3 average in his opening game, 94.65 in his second, and 93.19 in his third. And he does go and remain top of the table, 6 points plus 8 when we come back. Matt Clark and Tommy Morris will be looking to get back to winning ways.
3 victories. Matt Clark is 2 at tops.
Game
And he
shot
only needs
and
the
a match,
one
Matt
as
Clark.
Matt Clark gets the better of Tommy Morris by 4 legs to 3. The man from Poole, who was, well, he got out the traps flying, but has since regressed. Matt Clark winning back-to-back games by 4 legs to 3, using that never say die spirit, that never say die attitude, and it is doing him a real service here. We're going to take a short break. Patrick Mart and Mike Warburton will be on the way after this.
Another undisputed game, don't we, between
180.
David Davis and Chris Hurds. Doors open here at 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
140.
Become a big fan of David Davies. I think he's improved every time he's come here.
Yeah, he played very well last time, didn't he? Really did improve.
60.
If you want to join us Saturday afternoon here, tickets from dartshop.tv. I do believe the same
41.
tickets
Mike,
for
you
that
require 116.
will mean you can stay here for the evening finals. Will this man be a part of those finals?
76. Patrick, you require 160.
Got a good record in getting there. Another one of them would have left tops, and that would have been
100.
a real sickener for
Mike, you
Warburton,
require
who now
40.
has his chance to seal a 4-0 win. Tops hasn't been kind to him
Game, shot,
until
and a match,
now.
Mike Warburton.
And there is a relief and a look to the heavens for Mike Warburton as he beats Patrick Marr by 4-0. He's off the board, he's over the line, and he gives it the big one to the camera as well. Mike Warburton, a 4-0 winner against Patrick Marr. Next up for us, it is the return of the Wanderer, Wayne Jones. He's been playing some superb stuff today. He takes on Ryan de Vrede in a couple of minutes' time. Another one of them. Gives him a dart of the ball.
Game shot on the
And
first
once
leg.
again, Wayne Jones beds it to crawl over the line.
Game,
And maybe
shot,
the
and a
Wanderer
match,
is
Wayne
waltzing at the
Jones.
Super Series. Wayne Jones makes it 4 from 4. It's an awesome foursome as far as Wayne Jones is concerned on his debut. He gets the better of Ryan de Vrede by 4-2. And that was a little bit more of a relief that time round for Wayne Jones getting over the line. Wasn't a classic, but a win to win as far as he's concerned. Patrick Marr, Matt Clark is next. Patrick Marr there has just had another glance at the scoreboard and he sees that Matt Clark's going to get 6 from 72. It's going to be tops for 2-0.
Game shot
You
on
just
the
knew it
second
was
leg,
going to
Matt
go.
Clark.
15 data for Matt Clark. Everybody wants to be here on Saturday, November the 5th. That's Champions Week finals night in Series 5. He's been here a couple of times before.
Will it be a real bonfire night?
Tops.
Game shot on the fourth
3-1.
leg, Matt Clark.
So instead of the confetti cannon, are we going to ask health and
Fireworks.
safety for fireworks?
Picking off the bullseye. What's his choice here? Double 18.
Game
Gets
shot
it.
on the third leg,
Back to back
Patrick
15
Marr.
darters.
On in double 2.
Game shot.
And he gets
and a
over the
match,
line in
Matt
the end.
Clark.
Matt Clark, a 4-2 victor against Patrick Marr for his 4th win of the day. He drew upon all of his experience in this competition to get over the line. An 83.94 average gets him over the line. And so, Matt Clark, 4 wins from his day. Next up is Jones Morris.
Tommy, you require 137.
Double 10.
Game shot on
Quick
the first
fire,
leg, Tommy
superb
Morris.
finishing from Tommy Morris to break the throw of Wayne Jones to lead 1-0, a 1-3-7, which is something, ironically, Wayne Jones has hit today.
Second leg is Tommy. Tommy, you require 136.
Wayne has hit a bit of a brick wall here. Oh, double 8.
Game
Well,
shot on
a
the third leg,
137.
Tommy Morris.
And now a 136.
So I'll never set
120.
foot in it. To win the match, Tots or Morris be for his 3rd ton plus checkout and to seal an incredible performance.
Game
That
shot and a
is
match,
superb.
Tommy Morris.
104.79 the average, 3-ton toppers. Tommy Morris was the top gun. Getting the better Wayne Jones by 4-1. It puts him on to 6 points in the group. There was a dodgy middle that was his undoing in the end, but finishes off in rampant style. Right, Warburton de Vrede rounds off our day 1 action next. Double 13. So
No score.
he's miscounted there. He thought it was 57-36.
Ryan, you require
That's
16.
93.
And is that miscalculation going to cost Mike? One more left in hand.
Game
In it
shot on the
goes,
first
1-0
leg,
to
Ryan de
Vrede.
Vrede.
And you can see Mike Warburton just seething at the back of the stage for a break and then to throw for the match. 2 in hand, and this time you do want double 18.
Game shot
He
on the
finds
fourth
double
leg, Mike
18.
Warburton.
He gets the break. He leaves 3-1, and a little bit of a sigh as well, noting the complete irony of the situation to get the job done and to pick up 4 points from his opening day.
Game.
It
shot,
wasn't what he
and a
hoped
match.
for, but it's
Mike
what he gets in
Warburton.
the end. Mike Warburton, a 4-2 victor against Ryan de Vrede, finishing the day strongly enough to keep himself in the picture. A celebration more in relief than anything else for Mike Warburton. So he gets the better of Ryan de Vrede in our final game of the session by 4 legs to 2.
Yeah, good win for Warby at the end of the day. It's been an interesting day. It started really well, didn't it? The standard was really good. We'll take a look at the results, what's happened so far today. What stood out for you, Mace?
I think the way Wayne Jones sort of even stretched a early lead, faded towards the end, although it was a fabulous performance from Tommy Morris in the penultimate game. And Matt Clark just dogged as always, just sat in there. You sometimes miss that he only lost one game himself all day.
Yep, always there or thereabouts, Matt Clark. You mentioned that win for Tommy Morris against Wayne Jones. Pretty explosive stuff from Morris in that one. He took out some big checkouts as well.
Yeah, he's exciting to watch. He's like a little pocket rocket, isn't he? And he fancies all these kind of shots. And fair play to him in this match. He not only took out a 137, also took out a 136, and the highest average of the day from him, wasn't it? 104 plus.
Yeah, what does it say about him to put in this kind of performance, a 120 as well, to win the game, when he just lost his last couple of matches? Wayne Jones had won all of his games. What does it say about his character?
Yeah, well, he's got plenty of it. He's the most inexperienced player of the group of 6 in here today. He's surrounded by some real old legends of the sport. But it didn't seem to faze him. He had 2 real. He started brilliantly with a 96, and then went off the boil in the middle. But like you say, he just bounces back and gets on with it. I like watching him. He's exciting. Yeah,
a man you've mentioned as well, Matt Clark, as usual, just sort of wandering through the field, picking up wins as he goes. 4 out of 5, which you said it's almost missable that he's done that, but didn't miss much, did he? And crucially, he tends to win the 4 threes.
Yeah, he deals with pressure situations very well, probably because he is so measured. So there's not often time for him to make too many mistakes. But he's just a real grinder. Sometimes that sounds a bit of an insult. It's not. Most players would love that ability, just to be able to, sit in the pocket and hold your own, and he does that very, very well. Hence his strike rate here at the Super Series.
Yeah, and that win we just saw against Tommy Morris could prove to be pretty significant come the end of this group. What of Wayne Jones then on debut? Really strong start, but as you said, he faded. There were signs of it, and then he lost to an explosive Morris at the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure what sort of darts he's played recently. So we've sort of seen that from Reece Robinson, haven't we, in the past, where they start well and then fade, but Tuesday you're sort of getting back into the swings of it, and then by Wednesday you're sort of used to it. Remember, he is on debut, so he wouldn't have played sort of this kind of darts for quite some time. But I was looking at his numbers coming in. He's still a decent player, and he showed that in spells today. And here was one of them, a beautiful shot with Patrick waiting on tops for 2-1. So he's going to be in the mix, is Wayne Jones, and I think he's going to be in the mix come Wednesday night because he loves to play darts. So this format should be perfect for him.
Yeah, he was averaging around 93 until that decline towards the end of the day. So may need to just manage his time and practice a little bit better. We'll get a look at the final table then. Wayne Jones and Matt Clark, top of it at the end of day 1 in the first day of Series 5. But that win for Morris at the end just looks like he's creeping up, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, there's 2 players there that their final games were massive. One of them was Tommy Morris. The other was Warby in that game we've just seen. Because had he lost that one, I would have most definitely put him out of the mix in terms of winning this Group A. With that win there, and he plays against Ryan in our first game tomorrow morning at 9:30, that gap to the top can then be reduced to just 2, so it was a huge win.
Yeah, just a couple of days ago, of course, we were here. Big crowd, Luke Littler winning Series 4. Early signs, though, in Series 5? Anyone that you've seen today that you think could be competing at that finals night in 13 weeks' time?
Honestly, looking at Tommy and Wayne, listen, it's a long week ahead. This is very much a marathon rather than a sprint. Certainly not seeing the best of Warby. We know from experience from some of the darts he threw in Southampton, he's got a ridiculously high ceiling. And it's all about timing your run and getting it right this week. And what you ideally want to do is not be scratching around in Group C. So priority for everybody in this group is obviously win it, get the 2 days rest. The older boys would probably enjoy that more. The young ones would probably rather stick out there and play. But the one player I'm looking forward to seeing this week, not just because he's my pal, is Mark Durbridge, because he's been playing some good stuff of late.
Yeah, he is in action from Thursday, but we'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. once again, just on the YouTube channel, the Modus Super Series YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribed to follow the action. But just a reminder, 16-year-old sensation won the whole thing on Saturday when Luke Littler lit up the live lounge here in Portsmouth. But today, as Series 5 got underway, we've got 2 players with a combined age of 113 topping Group A. Only in darts, and we've got plenty more tomorrow. We'll see you then.